So amidst the the election, which everybody are preparing to participate in the election, and a lot of people are showing their support for their candidates, and they're trying to just make everything possible for their candidate to emerge as the president of the country of Nigeria. And you can see a lot of people that are turning up for Asiwaju. A lot of these Nollywood artists are actually turning up for Asiwaju. They've been to occasions together, they've been everywhere. They've actually came out to just say it, like we are voting for this person, we are voting this person, and they were actually happy about this. There was a time one of the artists has to go on and posted it on his social media page where everybody saw this, and it's really it's kind of disheartening to people. And some people saw this, they were like, he shouldn't have done this. You see this video where it was it was on nude, and he was posting this on his Instagram page for people to know it. This is the video, you can see that.
Ọláìyá Igwe mo wá pè ẹ́, mo wá sádìẹ́, a kì í rí di òkun, a kì í rí di ọ̀sà, a kì í rí di ọmọ onígèlègèlè. Ọlọ́run ọba o, torí Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu mo ṣe wá pè ẹ́. Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ẹ kó jáwé olúborí Ọlọ́run báwa gbé dépò. Mo dìídì wá sí òkun láti wá bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún ìwọ Ọlọ́run ọba aláàánú jùlọ bí omi òkun yìí ṣe pọ̀ tó. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìwọ Bọ́lá Ahmed ṣe pọ̀ bí omi òkun yìí ṣe pọ̀ tó. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kí ìwọ Bọ́lá Ahmed ṣe pọ̀. Má jẹ́ kójú tì wá, má jẹ́ kójú tì àkànbí ọmọ olódò jẹ. Bọ́lá Ahmed Jagaban òun ni kò jẹ́ ó jáwé olúborí kó di president orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ìyà tó ń jẹ wá ìwọ Ọlọ́run wá ká gbogbo ìyà yìí kúrò. Mo dìídì wá mi ò lè sùn mọ́jú.
The man was like he has to do everything for Asiwaju because he was there for him when he was sick. He said his wife and Asiwaju were behind him. They were the one fighting for him when he was about to lose his life, when he was sick. And he said he can actually do anything. He is proud of what he did, and he's very, very fine with that. So a lot of these guys are showing their support. I can see the videos of the the Nollywood artists also, which they came online to just to endorse Tinubu like is their president. We don't actually know what happened. Probably they are actually getting something big. They're actually getting big from Tinubu, and they came out from from Ogogo to Jide Kusoko to Said Balogun, all these top guys in the industry. Femi Adebayo was out. He mentioned he's voting him. Tony Abraham and Co. They came out, and they were even in a campaign with Asiwaju. You can see that in the video where they were in the campaign. You see them with Bashan singing, somebody's on stage campaigning, and these guys were on stage campaigning alongside with him. You can see that in the next video also.
All right, we're in Jos here. We are preparing for the convention. Yeah, we're going for rally. This is the angel Bimbo Akitola. Look at the beauties here. This is a Gogu time. Gogu time. Ogogo is here, yeah. This is my honorable, the man who is making the magic happen here. Look at him. Sorry, sir. Aha.
Remember to put your finger for what they drop room.
All right. I'm here, smiling to success and jobs. Asiwaju, I am batified because I want to be satisfied. Nice. All for Ashiwaju, and we have all here for Ashiwaju. Ashiwaju and Shetima, stop playing. And I'm sad. Stop playing. On the floor here. Ashiwaju died for the cause. Since the beginning of the campaign, he has been going on. That's why I am proud of him. APC. All right. Lagos.
There has been some issues around where some of these Nollywood artists and some of these musicians, songwriters, they were rooting for Peter Obi, the Labour Party president. These guys too, they came out big time that, man, we are endorsing this guy. Like, people like Psquare came out that they're endorsing Peter Obi to be their president. They post things about Peter Obi every time. They make comments about him. They give him regards. They do almost everything for Peter Obi just to make sure he emerged as the president of the country. And there was some issues which happened between him and Seun Kuti recently, where they were trying to drag themselves regards this, because Seun Kuti came online and said Peter Obi should stop mentioning that Psquare should stop mentioning Peter Obi, that Peter is one of them, that he has actually sang for them on stage, and he should stop being like a saint, that he shouldn't be dictating for people, should allow people to vote their conscience. They have to drag themselves, and they make up some issues online, which Seun Kuti came online to to respond to him. So you can see the video of where Seun Kuti was actually saying what he did is wrong, and he should stop imposing on people or making his followers believe him. It was like, let the followers follow their conscience and stop campaigning for someone. So you can see in the video when they were when they were making this online,
are going through the pain of this country are the ones that can save this country, not the ones that are causing it or benefiting from it. See, after Psquare don't do enough show for all the rich men of this country and all the politicians of this country, now today Peter want to tell me say he know what is good for Nigeria. When we abstain from that scene, we refuse to koto, we refuse to bow, we refuse to sing any song where they go like. No politician can hear any of my song and smile. That's why my song is not on the radio, because they own all the radio. That's why my song is not on the TV, because they own all the TV. That's why all these social media boys don't praise my songs. You know why? Because these motherfuckers own them. After they've played the game, they've hyped them up. They sit down here with you, going to tell you today that they love you. Why didn't they love you 10 years ago? Ask Psquare, why didn't they love you 20 years ago? When they were jumping up and down with PDP all over the place.
So Peter of Psquare have to reply Seun Kuti that he just spoiled his father's name, he spoiled Fela Kuti's name, that he shouldn't have just say anything about the election. He should have even not mention anybody's name, just be playing with your idea and let others to be playing with their ideas. That you saying I am also a thief like them, it's bad, and it's not something worth saying from someone like him. He has to know shame so much on Seun Kuti. He said he's dirty, he said a lot of things about him. Seun Kuti too has to drag him that he actually sang for these politicians years ago, and Seun Kuti said actually these guys too came to them to sing for them, that they said no, that they actually know how to say no, and Peter or Psquare shouldn't be saying what is right or wrong for people and should let people make their decision. Yesterday these guys have to drag themselves, and they have to drag Seun Kuti online. Also, people went to go and dig his profile on Twitter, where he said when he was praising Tinubu, like he did well when he removed Jonathan, and he has to come online also that it was actually April Fool, that it was April 1 that he did that. I was actually catching cruise, and the second day, which is April 2, he has to yap these guys again regards what they be doing on bad governance. So these guys have been eating on themselves so much on internet, which it looks maybe childish or something, because Seun Kuti was actually telling him that he shouldn't have involved his father or his parents in it. They should have been able to just discuss this politically. They should have a debate or something. So we know during the Peter of Psquare tweet, and his post on Instagram, he said Seun Kuti should try and be well behaved and mannered like his nephew Made Kuti. Made Kuti has to come online also and say they shouldn't involve his own name in anything, dragging their uncle, that they're a happy family and stuff like that. So this guy keep dragging themselves. They were making a whole out of content from themselves, and people were happy. All blogs are happy about this. They were taking it and they were making it right. So so I want to tell you something, that you shouldn't just have to make enemies about these guys. These guys, after election, they might be able to see very well, talk, and make good time for themselves. But now Seun Kuti and Peter of Psquare and Paul of Psquare now are actually a rival now. They might not even be talking to themselves. If Peter B finally emerge, or if Tinubu emerge, or probably Atiku emerge. So these guys have been crazy about themselves, and it's actually bad. So nobody has been talking about Atiku anyway. I felt Atiku is the snake under the green grass. Nobody has endorsed him like the others has done to Tinubu. Most Nollywood actors and actresses, they have actually endorsed Tinubu, like Inka Kodri, Foluke Daramola. A lot of people have endorsed Tinubu. Now the people in the Nollywood, probably the English section and the musician, are probably endorsing Peter Obi. So no one is endorsing Atiku. Probably they don't like him. They don't want him to be there. So you can't wait for February 25th to come in, which the election will take place. Please get your PVC and vote. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel if you're a new viewer. Thank you so much.